Hello, good morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday morning to you guys. As you guys can see, I'm at home doing some things, and I'm not going to be in the full camera picture or be able to see me, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Yesterday when I was out working or whatever, I was doing Uber Lyft, make some quick money, my business, and you meet people, and I met this wonderful black woman. And she was telling me about how, first we started talking about how, I'm happy she has her baby in a car seat and that she should care about her children, okay? And that most folks bring their kids without car seats or whatever. But that's besides the point. So as we're talking, she mentions to me, we started talking about her nephew. And I was explaining to her how I'm always big on, having our own schools and us coming together. It doesn't matter where you're from. Because, try to spread the word as much as I can. And, at first she goes, oh yeah, my cousin, his son goes to a charter school. And I'm like, okay, a charter school. So I asked, oh, so it's basically ran by white people, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, that's issue number one. Why do we allow white folks to teach us our education? Why can't we do that ourselves? They don't teach us about ourselves. They don't teach us about, like Dr. I think it's Wilhelm Williams, Dr. Daniel Williams, who did the first open heart surgery. They don't teach you about Mr. Philip Imanangu, I think it's pronounced. I don't know how it's spelled, but he was a Nigerian and he built the computer that basically functions the way the internet functions today. You wouldn't have internet without this brother, okay? He don't teach you about the woman, I forgot her name, who invented fiber optic cable. They don't teach you about Benjamin Banneker, who designed Washington, D.C. I think he also designed the clock, too, the first one. They don't teach you about, Charles and Richard Patterson Company, who basically designed the first car in America, those here before Ford. And I think some folks say it was better than Ford. They don't teach you about all those people. They don't teach you about how they figure out gynecology by studying black women. No, they teach you about their favorites, the Martin Luther Kings, and even then they don't teach you him in a good light. They tell you about all this I had a dream speech or whatever, and they don't talk about how he said, he's afraid he led his people into a burning kitchen. But anyway, besides the point now. We're talking whatever, and I was saying, we need to have our own schools, and let's teach ourselves. Let's decide. Let's be controlling the curriculum, be everything. Let's have our own business, to support each other. And then she says to me, it's funny because it's her cousin's son that's in this school, and she said to me, they use numbers to identify each student. They use numbers, not their names, numbers. This is when I asked her, is it ran by white people? I said, yes. I said, that's issue number two. Two issues right there. How is it that we allow these people to teach our children and they use numbers? And she was describing how it looked like a prison inside the school. And I was saying to her, I said, they're prepping him for prison. That's what they're doing. And the one that really got to me was the father had no issue with this. No problem with this. He didn't see nothing wrong with it. He thought it was a good school. And I'm like, if I were you, I would tell him to take his son out that school. Take your son out that school. Because how is it that you allow them to label your son as a number? That, to me, that's just very dehumanizing. That's really what it is. Because last time I checked, that father and the son's mother most likely sat down somewhere and decided, what is it that we're going to name our child? I'm pretty sure a number wasn't part of the conversation. I'm pretty sure no one walked up and said, oh yeah, we're going to name him 115. I'm pretty sure no one said that. So how is it that you that some of us allow these people to name our children numbers as if they're not human beings. This is why I say create our own schools. Let's support each other in our movements. Stop worrying about everybody else. All these little groups that they don't give a fuck about us. Just tell me for us not to give a fuck about them. We've been so programmed to fight for everybody else with ourselves. And no one else is fighting for us. They all see us as the N-word. And I mean the N-word, I mean the battle N-word, not the one that means king. And to me, that's just for ridiculousness. It's ridiculous. How is it that you're a father and you allow this school to label your son, your child, a number? Something is very, very wrong with that picture. That child has a name. It has a name. Oh, and another thing I already went on that too. That's just wrong. But here we are, allowing white folks to come teach our children. We allow the oppressor to come teach our children. Does that make any sense? And then they show us every time that they couldn't give a fuck about us or educating our children properly. So why do we continue to send our children to them every day? We spend $1.4 trillion in this country. You mean tell me we can't put together our own schools, our own curriculum, our own stuff, our own this, our own everything? Look at social media today. We can actually go look up our history. If you watch Hidden Colors 5, you can see some of it right there. There's many different documentaries about our history that you can easily go look up. We can find out. If you don't know, we can hire people from the continent to come teach our children. From wherever they at to come teach our children. We can have our own doctors, our own everything. We don't need these folks. Don't need them. We don't need them. But some of y'all think we do. And some of y'all don't have an issue with maybe your children being called a number. I have an issue with that. This is why I've always said my children, when they're going to have one, will never be in a public school. I don't care. They will not be in any public school. Because how dehumanizing is it that you sit there, you name your child, whatever it is, you name him or her or them, and a charter school can just give your child a number. And you know what they call them, the numbers? They call them block numbers. Something like that. So, to me, sounds an awful lot like prison to me. Sounds an awful lot like prison to me. So, my advice to everybody, to us is, let's create our own schools. Let's create our own schools. It's very easy. Very easy. And you don't need a building, you can do it online. Or, let's go find someone who already has their own school and let's put funding behind them so they can grow the program, grow their school to multiple neighborhoods. Let's do that instead. You can do all those different things. And the thing about it is, it hits me the most is we have the money to do it, but we're so willing and programmed to hand our money to everybody else. And the funny thing is, we hand our money to every other community, and they beat us up. So we're paying to get beat up, and we have no issue with them beating us up. But let a black person do it. It's a big thing. You want to kill them. Let a black person say, let's start a business and let's do certain things. For some reason, it's hard for them to get the support. When you hand your money to the Asian man, the Arab man, the white man, everybody else. Everybody else. Don't you see something wrong with that? They don't respect us. We gotta respect ourselves. Alright, y'all? Y'all have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have a good one.